Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to be kind of back and forth. But Jalen Milroe, yep, he just scored again. He did it at will, Palmer.
185 rushing yards and 4 TDs from Milroe, but also the Bama defense dominated. They created 3 takeaways. Alabama showed up last year. LSU did not. LSU has got to get off the bus ready to go.
Mason grab down the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
Under fire, and he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you could...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Durham. Makes his man miss. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try the run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, and go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Ball will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Miller with the ball. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keeps it on the draw. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give is to Miller. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that with good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself on the draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out fast.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line to get to the QB.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. Man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The kick is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. The offense changing the play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go on down. He goes at the 39.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-line, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time he dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism. And
he lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He'll do it himself. The ball squirts free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cuevas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Steps away. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're throwing for it on 4th down. With the catch, it's Bernard. And he never had a chance to pick up the first down, knocked out of bounds, and they'll give up the ball. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Makes the catch. It's Hale. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Bernard. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's caught. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the